Hello, I'm Ann Keeler Evans. The priestess and peacemaker is in with a reading on the dark of the moon using the Major Arcana deck from my Peacemaker's Tarot for the 21st century. Each night, I draw one card asking us to think differently about furthering our journey on the peace path. Night 1 is the final night of the moon just completed. We exhale the burden of those things it is time to release. Night 2, I celebrate as the complete absence of the moon's light invites us to ruminate on the wisdom of that night's draw. Night 3 is our opportunity to recommit to the moon ahead. Following these 3 readings, I offer a consolidation reading, reviewing the arc and possibilities of these 3 cards. How will you adjust your course from this reading?
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the dark of the moon. Here I am back in my own home, and that's very cozy and comforting, I have to tell you. This is the last night of the moon of possibilities. And in the dark of the moon, the 3 nights, the first is releasing. It is totally fascinating to me that the card I just picked is Innocence. This is the 4th time in these readings, no, 3rd, I believe, in 4 readings, perhaps 5. This is the 3rd time that Innocence has appeared. It's usually appeared in the full moon, but here it is in the dark of the moon, saying, it might be time to move on. And it was time, these first couple months of what's going on this year, we have needed to figure out how we move. We're in a new situation, and so we think about, so what do we release? And when you say we release our innocence, remember we release that because we're growing into what comes next. But Innocence says, what would make you think you know so much about life that you should let go of your innocence in the face of the world's magnificence? The more curious you are, the more secure. The more your innocence can expand and lead to new possibilities. Notice, don't settle early. Always consider the context and glory in the possibilities. I picked this up sideways, so I don't know whether we're focusing on safety or curiosity. My instinct tells me that we might want to give up so much focus on safety, or that at least we have had the opportunity to make that part of who we are and what we're doing. And therefore, we get to consider that safety is first. If there is anything I learned in the Antarctic, it is that safety is always first. And so now perhaps we know that well enough. Safety is one of your primary needs as you extend yourself. How do you build places of physical and intellectual safety and comfort so that you can continue exploring? And I keep saying when I read this card, our spiritual comfort is important as well. But we can't release our curiosity. We don't release our curiosity when we move to the next place. But how do you keep yourself fresh and open to the possibilities and wonders of the world? How do you acknowledge the problems while still looking to find new ways and new wonders? Well, yes. And what are the next steps? Tomorrow we'll talk about rumination, but today we're releasing our focus on innocence, and yet understanding that it will continue to live in us. It will dwell in us. And we are curious people. But now we are people who are needed in the world. I'm so proud of all of us and the way we're exploring how to make sure everyone is safe. And now we're going to get creative.
Find out more about me at annkeelerevans.org. Support me at patreon.com, Ann Keeler Evans. Following the moon is a lovely way to measure and celebrate life's beauty and bounty. Please join me. Salam, shalom, peace, and blessed be.